Let this motherfucking window down. I'm breaking your shit.
Playing with these niggas.
Don't give a fuck, I'm about to jump back in my go yard. That's that bitch that keep.
What's good? It's T, and I'm back with another freaking video. Welcome if you're new, and welcome back if you're not new. Yeah, tell by the title, I was caught with another man by my BD.
Oh, hell no!
I'm saying not in the bed or nothing like that, but just like, we'll get to it anyway. But if you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you be notified every time I upload a new video. And yeah, if you ain't new and you ain't subscribed, then why the fuck you ain't subscribed yet? Like, boom. So if you know me personally, do you know who my BD is? Like back in 2021. Yeah, 2021. It was early 2021. So me and my BD, we actually met in 2020. And you know, we were staying together for a little minute. So cool. This is around the time we weren't together, but you know, we was together. You know, we were toxic. We're toxic as fuck. I ended up meeting this guy. Y'all know I worked at the strip club as a waitress. And I'm gonna call this guy, we're gonna call him Chapo. I don't know. Chapo is the guy that became my sugar daddy basically. And my BD, we're gonna call him BD, of course. Me and Chapo, we met at the strip club. You know, he was a regular customer of mine. He came like on the weekends because he worked Monday through Friday. And he would come Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. Tipped me good. I wouldn't even have to, you know, serve him for real. He just wanted to see me and talk. So he was tipping me like big dollars. He was tipping me hundreds, 200, like every time I was barely even working for real. So boom. You know, I ended up exchanging my number for the simple fact, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna tell him what days I'm coming to work, because I started coming to work less. For the simple fact, I guess I was kind of getting sick of the job. But nonetheless, whatever. We started linking outside of work. During the daytime, my boyfriend, BD, he was working at Rent-A-Center at the time. So he was working at Rent-A-Center at the time. And it's crazy because I ended up, you know, conceiving around this time. So that's the main reason why he even got a job. He wasn't even working until I conceived anyway. So, and Chapo started linking outside of work. We would link up, you know, we'll meet up at like in Madison, Mississippi. Like that's a lit town, you know, but it's where the white folks stay. So we would meet up there, you know, and he'll trick off me. Like, nigga was buying me Apple Watches, a new iPhone. He'll buy me everything I needed. You know, even buying me shit for the apartment, you feel me? In my mind, I'm like, I'm finna use this nigga so I can make sure me and my BD good, you know. I'm already working at the strip club, so that lit money is for me to put in my bank account, plus the lit money you got has to pay like the bills or whatever else you really need for real. So in my mind, I'm like, I'm finna use this nigga to basically put other shit in the house, like groceries, furniture, toiletries, all that extra shit that we really need around the house. Chapo, he would take me to Walmart. We'll go get rug mats, anything that you really needed for the house. So majority of the things that are in the house were bought by me, like the LED lights, the rug mats, carpets, pots, pans, food. All that was really bought by me and Chapo. I actually had bought my media PS5 or whatever, but you know what I'm saying, I ended up taking it back. Y'all like, fuck, this nigga's not treating me right, so why the fuck would I buy him one? So I took it back. So, you know, I just kept hearing him talk about it. It's probably like a little bit after Christmas. It was like January 2021. So he just kept crying about it. He was like, I want a PS5 so bad. I want a PS5 so bad. I want a PS5 so bad. So I was telling Chapo whatever. He was gonna sell his PS5 because he didn't want it no more. So I was like, okay, babe, let me know if you were gonna sell it for real. You know, and I'll buy it unless you're gonna give it to me for real. Now keep in mind, let me throw this out here. Me and Chapo have never had sex before. Chapo is a sugar daddy. We have never had sex before. Like, he was the sugar daddy without the sugar. Right hand on the Bible. Never fucked that man. Never. Never sucked no dick. Never. You know, I brought him over to the house the first night. It was the night of like the first evening. It was like an hour before my BD got off work. But it was simply because I couldn't meet him in Madison because my car wouldn't crank. So he brought me some money or whatever, you know. And, you know, I was trying to hurry and rush him off because, like, I didn't want the neighbors to be like, oh, she has another nigga over there. Because, like, we stayed in an apartment complex. It was like the real hood complex. So, like, you could look out the goddamn door, you'll see, you know, type shit. And they, you know, he came over or whatever. He took me to Family Dollar. I bought me some shit for my hair. I had to do it the third time because I didn't want to get caught like the third day or whatever. I waited about a week or so. He went to work for 10 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. I only wake up about 9 or 10, probably a little bit after he leave. So okay, boom, you know what I'm saying? I was like, fuck it, I'm finna get my life together and then we just gonna go from there. What you doing now? For like 9 or 10 o'clock or whatever, cool. Oh, let me back up a little bit. I did bring him over a third time. He brought the PS5 this time. So you know what I'm saying? I ended up deleting, you know, his account off the PS5, you know, the PSN and shit. I didn't want it to show. I wanted to make it like, okay, I got this for my baby daddy. It's all cool. Me and my BD actually got into it about that, I think a night or two after. He was like, who we got into it. I'm talking about we got into a whole fight. But that's another story. He wanted to keep the PS5 anyway. He's like, I'm keeping it though. I don't give a damn. So I'm like, why the fuck will we argue anyway then if you're gonna keep the motherfucker? Now we fast forward. BD went to work about 9, 10 in the morning. I woke up at 10:30 or whatever. I actually was gonna take me somewhere to go get me some more money. Can't quite remember. So I told him like, you know, pull up, come get me. It's crazy cause like, yeah, he came or whatever, you know, I locked the door, whatever, cool. So I went and got dressed real quick. I was like trying to hurry up. But in my mind, I'm like, okay, I can also take my time cause like my BD at work. So this particular day, my BD came home for lunch. And it's crazy because like him and I were not even like this close around this time. Around this time we was fighting a lot. So I was even shook that he came home for lunch. But yeah, this particular day he came home for lunch. I don't know, just my intuition was going off. My intuition was going off as I was getting dressed. I told, oh, I'm gonna say his name. I told Chapo to go downstairs and get in his car, you know, and just wait on me. I don't know why. Just my intuition was kicking in. You know, I got on dressed or whatever. I look out the window. The company truck is like right there. The Renaissance van is right there. And I see his homeboy like out there smoking a black and mild. So I hear up the steps, I hear my BD feet. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me go back. So I went to the bathroom, whatever. He came in, he was like, babe. So I'm like, what's up? He was like, what you doing? I was like, I'm shitting. The whole time I'm not shitting, but you know what I'm saying. So cool, I came out the bathroom, he was like, look at me, he had to tell you like, you look good. I was like, thank you. He was like, where you going? And I was like, I'm gonna go uptown, go get some groceries or whatever. He was like, looking that good? And I was like, yeah, you know, you're gonna look nice. He was like, okay. And, you know, we kissed or whatever, kissed, hug, cool. So then boom, you know what I'm saying? He was like, well, I'll walk you to your car. I like, you wanna walk me to the car? You ain't been walking me to the car, so why you wanna walk me to the car now? You know, he was like, why you acting so suspicious? And I was like, I'm not. He was like, I know, I'm just bullshit. I was like, why you home? He was like, shit, I ain't had the money. I was like, you could have told me I would have cashed out you. He was like, oh, I ain't know you had someone cash out. I was like, well, I can still cash up you now. He was like, no, I'm here now, just make me a sandwich. So, okay, cool. I ain't leave out the house until like probably 30 seconds. I was like, okay, well, I'm finna go. He's like, all right, bet. Now I'm going downstairs. I hear the house door close. I'm like, oh my God, he's behind me. So then, boom. The crazy part, my BD parked right next door to Chapo's car. Chapo was in the car waiting on me. So I had to fake it like I was going to my car. So I got in my car and crunk it real fast. So I'm sitting there, I'm just really observing to see my heart's literally fucking pounding. Like my heart was dead ass pounding. I'm like, please don't look over, just don't look over. And he normally don't watch his surroundings like that. You know what I'm saying? He just normally just go about his business. He gets in the truck, you know what I'm saying? I see him look dead over at Chapo. He was like, looked over in the car and he looked over again. Keep in mind, Chapo is a nigga that comments under my Instagram pictures. Why? I don't know. Knowing I got a nigga. My BD probably didn't stalk this man's page anyway for some fakey comments under my pictures. So, okay, cool. I tried to pull off real fast. My BD start fucking calling me. I'm talking about he's blowing my fucking phone up. He's blowing me the fuck up. He's like,
hey, this is motherfucking nigga that be commenting on your goddamn Instagram pictures. I know damn well you had this motherfucker in my house. And matter of fact, that's that motherfucker PS5 and I'm gonna break that bitch.
I'm like, oh my God. So I'm literally driving. I'm driving. I hung up real quick. The nigga dead ass cut in front of Chapo because Chapo was finna trail me. BD dead ass slid right past him in the Renaissance van. So I'm looking through my rearview mirror. It's his homeboy on the passenger side and it's my B on the driver's side. So I'm speeding down the road. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, okay, listen, let me just go to the store. I go to the fucking store. I park. I get at the gas pump. I park. I keep my doors locked anyway. So cool. My BD, he parked behind me. He get out the car. He knocking on the fucking window. He's like, "So this was this
What the fuck we doing, bro? You gonna bring another nigga to my goddamn house?"
And I'm like, I'm just looking. I'm like, literally, this is me in the car. I'm just like. So I called my friend. Phone my friend, and I'm like, yeah, me and my BD went into it. He's like, why is he screaming like that? I'm like, I'll tell you about it later. And so my BD dead ass like grabbed like a metal iron that he seen like by the gas pump. He was like,
"Let this motherfucking window down, I'm breaking your shit."
I'm looking at him, I'm like, I dare you. Cock back, hit my fucking window.
Oh, hell no!
I was like, oh my God. My window didn't break that time. He was like,
"Let this motherfucking window down or I'm breaking this bitch." I'm gonna say that shit again.
so I'm like, okay, at this point, I let it down a little bit. Cause like, we already fight. You know what I'm saying? We fist fight. Like, I'm half scared of you anyway, so I ain't gonna lie to you. You wasn't beating my ass, but like, I was still scared of you sometimes. You bigger than me. What the fuck? You 250 pounds, bitch. He was like, so this what the fuck we doing here? Like, I'm trying, he's reaching into my car and he's like, come here, motherfucker. Come here, bitch. I'm like, oh my God. Now he called me a bitch. Like, I done made him and he was like,
"So you got another nigga in my house? That's what the fuck we doing, bro? I was right to come home. You and that motherfucker fucking."
nigga, I was like, I did not fuck this man. Like, the fuck, he wasn't even in the house. You caught him in the car. So how you got proof? Dang. He do got cameras. And I didn't learn it till after we broke up. So I think that's how I found out. Anyways, so cool. Brought the car again. I pull off again. He hurry up. He ran to the front of the center van, hopped in, crunk it, and started driving behind me. So we're literally like on the highway. We're driving down south. I don't know where the fuck I was going. I was making a block. Chapo, I'm like, hey, just park somewhere and wait on me. He was like, you good? I was like, yeah, BD just acting up. And at this time, I really didn't give no fuck for real. I didn't fear shit. I don't fear shit now, but I didn't have anxiety back then. So it really was like, you know, I get on the highway, I'm flying on the highway. My BD's literally behind me on the highway. So he tries to get on the side of me. I'm just merging, because at the time I didn't have the car that I have now. I had a smaller car. So I was able to like merge through. Now I'm merging. I'm in my mind, I say, okay, I lost him. I get off the exit. I get at the store. Nigga getting out the exit at the store. I'm like, oh my fucking God. We got out the car together. And I was like, okay, at this point, if we fight in public, we fight in public. He came and choked my ass.
Like, alright, bitch, I'm gonna ask you this shit again. Did you have that motherfucking nigga in my goddamn house?
Like, I'm literally just choking. I'm like, yeah. I said, but I didn't fuck him though. I didn't fuck him. He threw my ass. I was like, oh my goodness. He's like, all right, I'm gonna handle your ass when I get off work. And then
I was like, no, the fuck, you're not finna get my shit. And I'm leaving because you're not finna kill me, bitch.
like, no. So then, boom, big ass scene on Instagram talking about, this bitch got another nigga in my house. This bitch a hoe. This bitch a hoe. And the whole time, I'm like, nigga, I didn't even fuck the nigga. I'm doing shit for you. Like, I understand I probably was very dumb doing the shit that I was, but like, nigga, I'm helping us. Like, this nigga a trick.
Damn.
Ask yourself, why the fuck you got this expensive shit in your house? It ain't cause of you and it ain't cause of me, it's cause of him. This nigga work a good job, $22 an hour. You want good shit, don't you? Bitch, I was making it happen. A conversation, bitch, what the fuck you do? Yeah, know what I thought. And I end up meeting up with Chapo or whatever. Chapo was like, you good? I was like, yeah. Now keep in mind, Chapo was a bitch anyway, so it wasn't gonna end up being my, okay, motherfuckers are calling me. But yeah, like, Chapo 50, and this nigga a bitch. He didn't want to intervene with my boyfriend, no way. Right at that point, I was just like, at this point, I'm finna go back to the crib and get my shit. Went back to the apartment and got my shit. Why the fuck was my BD there? He done dropped his homework off. He done got off work early. I'm talking about he done got off work. It's like 12:30, 1 o'clock. He done went and took his homeboy back to work. You know what I'm saying? In the company truck, and he came home. He's literally in the yard in the Mustang. I'm like, walk over to my shit slowly as fuck. He's just like pacing. He's like walking. He came leaned on the top of my car.
And like, get your ass out.
At him, I'm like, get out here. And I'm like, I had to switch cameras. He over at the car, he leaned over, he like, get the fuck out if I cause a scene. So I was like, fuck it, at this point, I'm gonna just get out. Got out the car, grabbed me by my motherfucking wig. He said, come on, let's go. We're gonna go in this house, we're gonna have a talk. And I'm like, I already know what the fuck that means. We finna fight.
It's about to go down.
We get in the house, you know what I'm saying? My adrenaline rush or something like at this point, I'm finna get ready to defend myself, you know? You ain't finna beat my ass, baby. I beat your ass before you beat mine. I don't give a damn. I got on the couch, I sat down, he got on the other couch. He was like,
so, tell me the truth. Because I know the truth.
and I'm looking, I'm like,
I brought him here so we can go get stuff from the store. And I told him to go back to his car so I wouldn't get caught just in case you did come, because something told me you was going to come on.
he like, oh, okay. I was just trying to see. He was like, that nigga wasn't in here long, so I'm pretty sure you didn't fuck him. Probably sucked his dick. I said, no, I didn't. I said, I promise you I ain't suck his dick. He was like, okay, I'm gonna trust your word. But if I find out something else, I promise you that's your ass. You won't find out nothing no way because we don't fuck. It don't matter. Yeah, I guess that's really just it. He caught me trying to get this nigga. I don't even about to kick my ass. No cap. If you did enjoy this little story time, please give it a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Subscribe if you have not already. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.
That's that bitch that keep pulling out them foreign cars, put it